Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Two Drunk Guys Watch. My name is Rory MacLeod. I'm your host, and with me for this episode is Jesse Edmond. Say hi, Jesse.
Hey!
And Jesse, you are sometimes going by the name Doc Palindrome, is that correct?
Yes. I can be found as Doc Palindrome wherever your local Doc Palindromes are sold.
Wherever you may roam. All right. And what are you drinking?
So I have a variety today. I do have my Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire, which I like to keep near me anytime. But I'm gonna
holding it close.
This is a pro tip I'm gonna offer your listeners today. I purchased a Circle drinking bottle, water bottle. Clearly, I've had a few things. In this, what these do is they flavor water.
Okay.
Which, hey, I can just flavor water, regular water. However, the pro tip is to, instead of using water, use a clear alcohol of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have some Jose Cuervo.
Nice.
I did 1 part water and 1 part Jose.
Okay.
I decided not to go too crazy. And then I have a white cherry flavor in there, and it has this wonderful it's like an infused vodka.
All right. Well, that sounds amazing. I don't have anything near that complicated. I do have I'm double fisting tonight, though. I've got my Squirrel peanut butter scotch or whiskey, and then if time permitting, I have a Yingling Black and Tan in my branded Two Drunk Guys Watch glass. So that's exciting. Ooh. And I'm wearing my Two Drunk Guys Watch t-shirt as we record this. So very exciting. I'm on brand once again. So
that's awesome.
All right. So anyway, for this episode, we have one short called Give Yourself the Green Light. It is from 1954, produced by GM, and it's from our friends at GM Handy, who have done a ton of these sort of shorts. And we'll also have a commercial. So, everybody grab your alcoholic beverage of choice, and we will get started right about now.
Hey, Shorty.
Looks like we got Woody Woodpecker here.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? You got genuine
Buzz Buzzard.
Buzz?
His friend.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. That's not Woody, though. That's his cousin or something.
Making a whole lot of dollars.
I think his name is Woodsy.
Look at all the money I got for
Yeah, see, this is Woody here.
That's Woody.
Buzzard
we don't
Bucks.
call you knothead for nothing. I'm gonna get a motorbike.
So that's Julie Foray, right, doing the voice?
I'll be right back.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, she does Woody Woodpecker, but I don't know if she does the younger one, or maybe they monkey with the pitch or something to make it sound like a little kid. I don't know.
That could be. This guy's a voice actor who
was definitely. Oh,
Clean up
totally.
your
Yeah,
house,
yeah.
mister? For a quarter and these Rice Krispies.
Boy, you can. Yeah, that's
Here
definitely.
you are, knothead. Start saving up for your motorbike.
Yeah, they just mess with the pitch. I bet you that's what they do.
Yeah.
I need to drink more. I'm getting too technical. All right, so that was Woody Woodpecker doing, what was that, Rice Krispies? Sure.
I should also mention to your listeners that I have also given myself the green light this evening, so I may be a little sillier.
That's welcomed, actually, on this on podcast, or whatever this is called. I guess it's not a podcast. I mean, it's a YouTube channel, right? Anyway, give yourself the green light.
The green light.
You know, that might be a euphemism for something else you do by yourself.
I mean, there's a lot of things. I feel like the green light is like it's kind of a
the wife's
thing.
Away for a weekend, and you give yourself the green light. I mean,
Yeah.
I could see that.
Hey.
Probably not what this short's about.
This is the American dream.
It'd be amazing if it was.
A GM.
Every man in America likes to occasionally jerk it off.
Futurama's free-flowing channels of
Futurama.
Is that too much?
Steel.
Is that
too much? No.
Okay.
We're talking about drinking, and there's swear words on this channel. No, don't worry about it.
That's okay. Cool.
It's marked as not for kids for a reason.
Yeah. Good.
Of our land. We
Look at
have
all those
become
cars.
The nation on wheels.
This is like, I like
With
that it's
more
like 50
motorized
years ago,
mobility
roads
than
just
ever
looked like
dreamed
our
of
roads did
before.
during COVID.
Right.
Like you
So
take
we have the greatest highway system
3/4
in
of
all
the cars
world.
off the road today.
It can't carry the mounting
got
traffic
the
of our
1950s.
growing
Yeah.
greatness.
Our growing
Oh.
greatness. Yeah.
Boy, look at all these GM cars.
Yes. Notice not a single Japanese car on the road yet because it's the 50s.
Oh, sure.
In about 15 years,
We're
though.
running out of roads.
Oh.
They're running out of room because the cars are freaking huge.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Here's the problem.
You know, my garage was built in like the late 40s, early 50s, and it actually has a bump out because the cars back then were too big.
Unimproved.
So,
Yeah.
like, there's a bump out in the back so you can actually park your car in there.
Paved.
Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
that's
Superhighway.
I've seen a few built like that. It's
Yeah.
like,
Country
well, it's
roads,
nice if you have like a van or something.
That doesn't do me any good
small
now,
city
Yeah.
but, yeah.
streets, big city thoroughfares.
Big city thoroughfares,
State
yeah.
highways,
Spicy.
Networking the
Thir-
nation.
Thoroughfare is not a word you hear all the time.
No, not unless you go
No.
back to the
And
50s.
here's the crisis.
Yeah.
2/3 of the way is now obsolete.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Inadequate in width. Inferior in condition.
Not if you're in the
capacity,
Duke-mobile or whatever,
and safety.
right?
Right, you can just jump over
Just
that
jump
shit.
it, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Didn't it play some kind of...
I want to point out that the dude said inadequate in width, and it made me laugh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
You adolescents. It's alright, this is the perfect channel for adolescents.
I know.
Except for they can't listen to it.
Good
But
roads 30 years ago.
we can act like adolescents, how about that?
But nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever. That was a James Bond novel that they were going to make into a movie and they never did.
Line forms on the
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
And at
I don't
the
know
head
if was
of the
that was
waiting
that one of the
line
novels? I don't
is
know.
your
That was one of the
local
John Gardner
highway
novels that they
engineer.
did after Ian Fleming died.
Oh,
Listen
that's
to what
right.
he
Yeah,
thinks.
yeah.
Those are actually pretty good if you have a chance to read them.
All over the county.
They end up using a few of those like plot elements for a few of like the Timothy Dalton and Pierce
Yeah.
Brosnan a little bit.
And not enough
I'm
money to
not
keep them up
surprised.
and make them modern.
Those are
Most
pretty
were
cool.
built in the 20s.
I
Along came
also
the
want to
neglect
point
of
out
the
that we're
war
talking
years.
about James Bond instead of
Beat them up and
this
broke them
because
down. And we've
this
been
really
using them
isn't
more and more
anything.
ever
Like I'm
since.
trying to like
What we need.
Well, they're putting blackberries in there. Look at
is
that.
new roads.
Mmm.
Spending so much patching up the
caviar. Is that? No wonder it costs so much to fix the roads. They're filling it with caviar.
What do the people think who must use these roads?
Who gives
The
a shit?
farmer.
Sinkholes and
The
waterfalls.
farmer's just like, screw you
Water's
guys.
the nation. And
I gotta
come
get
every
this
spring, the
crap to
products
market.
drop out.
See ya, Charlie.
Yeah.
And the milk truck
I
driver.
just
Milk truck
We pay
driver.
for
Okay.
roads, whether we have them or not.
Once he gets there,
Only
everything's
we
all
pay
shook
more
up.
for 'em when we don't have
I like that they couldn't get these guys
Don't
on
have to
camera.
have
The
hard
milk
talk.
like maybe I
Gravel's
want to see
fine
the
when
milk
it's treated to
driver.
keep down the
I want to
dust.
look him in the eye, see if
But
he's a
all the
liar.
gravel in
I wanna
the country
eyeball
can't
him.
Keep a road from caving in.
Yeah.
If a stretch has not
Oh, I
been
know to
ground and
trust him.
graded proper for all weather wear.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, like, oh, geez, it's the
Wear
oldest
and
tractor in the
tear on
world.
equipment.
This is a movie from the
Waste
1950s, everybody.
soaks everybody from the farmers right up to the
I would certainly hope that tractor's not still in service, but you
Growing
never
more
know.
Crops,
You never
growing
know.
more people, growing more cars.
Last
and
week we
parts.
did a short about farming that was really
Trouble is,
painful.
We've just not
Ugh.
been growing enough more good roads.
It's I highly recommend it, everyone. We did the best we could with it. Let's put it that way. Oh, something exciting almost happened, Jesse.
if you don't
I
like
know. See, if this was blood on the highway,
Oh, and there's a cemetery right there. Look at that. They could just
Ask the school
oh,
bus
that's some
driver.
symbolism.
just dump the body.
Yep, you have to.
Yep, I guess we're gonna go over the side, kids. Hang on to something.
Sharp curves,
Hey, if anybody is like,
shoulders.
Yeah, you
narrow
could just
bridges,
back up and take it straight now.
railroad
Okay.
crossings.
if anybody's not like listening to this on a regular basis and is like, oh, I should just watch this movie,
Spring
maybe.
rains,
Let me sum it up for you. The roads
Winter
suck.
frost, rip 'em up.
I just saved you a whole bunch of time.
Yeah, I imagine maybe some people just listen to it. I don't know.
Other times, you
I don't
don't
know.
know what
Oh.
to expect.
I don't know if it would make a lot of sense
The
without the
small-town
visuals, but
merchant.
who am I to judge? I'm drunk.
Population of
Not really, but I'm
4,002.
sort of getting there a little bit.
On weekends,
I'm very rarely actually drunk on here. Usually I'm just kind of a slightly tipsy, but you know.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I
It's
feel
very
like
hard for me to get like super trash. Like last night I was watching a football game and I was taking a shot every time my team scored. And by the end I was a little tipsy, but that's like 2 or 3 hours worth of taking shots. So.
man, I feel like you get to our age and it's like that's about the best you can do, and then you're like,
yeah,
all right, great.
Get a little
Like,
lightheaded.
yeah.
You feel it. You feel like your actions are a little slower, but that's about it. Like you're just not.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to recommend him go drunk driving, but like if I had to drive, I'm sure I'd have been okay because I'm not really affected. You know.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, right. You know, you just don't want to.
I wouldn't risk it, but I'm saying if there was an emergency, like my wife
Of course.
fell and I had to take her somewhere, I'm sure it'd be fine.
It's
So.
not
Yeah.
just a matter of getting
Again, not recommending that, you guys, but
I always prescribe, as I'm sure the makers of this film would,
Mhm.
to the summer school theory of if you don't learn to drive drunk, then you'll
yeah,
get in
yeah,
an
yeah.
accident driving. Yeah.
And also
So-
do it in a GM car.
Well, listen, if you're learning to drive drunk in a GM car, what I can guarantee you is you're going to demolish every other car on the drive.
Yes, but it is safe.
it is 100%
No
safe.
parking. No parking for women. That's what it should have said.
Parking.
Damn it! Should have ran that guy over. That'd been funny.
Oh, yeah, I know.
God, these cars are gigantic.
That guy was like the schlubbiest looking guy I've ever
Can
seen.
you,
in
can you
my
imagine
life.
parallel parking in these things? Oh my God. You need like 2 men and a flagging crew to parallel park one of these things.
I know, like, oh, I know. We'll park between these two driveways. There's no way you can.
No. Unless they're a block apart. Well, it's a good thing she's illiterate, otherwise these signs would start to bother her. Move it!
Oh no!
No! There's your little Simpsons humor there. Did you know that in the Simpsons script it doesn't say doe, it says aggravated grunt?
What can I do?
I'm gonna say that from now on.
Because if you look it up, so when they did the original Simpsons, they didn't have a name for it, and the actor just made that up on the spot, like what that would be.
Uh-huh.
And he's just used it ever since, obviously.
For a way out of the bottleneck.
Was that a guy?
Sure.
Was this sort of person?
Yeah, that was just a guy going,
Sometime on the backs of our 10 million trucks. And what are you planning
tell
to
me
put
in
it
trucks
out
in the
with?
city, and I had to run into this one.
Expensively bottlenecked.
I feel like this is turning into a film noir. If only.
All right. Hey, pal, I gotta deliver this.
Why don't you shove it up
Produce
your...
17 feet away, so it can only go bad by tomorrow.
Where am I going to put all these sheep?
54
Bend over and I'll show you.
vehicles on our streets and roads today, 50%
That's from,
more
Fletch,
than before the
right?
war.
Ah,
By
yes.
1975, they
Ah,
say we
yes.
will
Not
be
quite. I
driving
sort of
85
appropriated it,
million.
but... By the way, Fletch is a really good movie,
5 o'clock,
if you have a chance to see it.
USA.
I think everybody should watch any Chevy Chase when he was funny.
Yes, which was about 20 years ago or before.
Yeah.
Late for every appointment.
I did appreciate his appearance on Community in the only episode I've seen, which is the D&D episode.
Listen, here's what I'll say about him on Community. He was on just a little bit too long.
Will you stop honking, Mac? We ain't
Blow it out your ass!
This guy.
This is agony.
What's he
alley.
supposed to do? They're all stuck.
Morning rush and evening wait.
That's how I was wondering about these people that honk when everyone's stuck. It's like,
I
okay.
think you got it
Oh.
made. Good job. Car
Have
nearly paid
you
for.
ever done
So
that
you
where
get a
you're
little
stuck
home
in
the
traffic
suburbs,
and somebody
away from the
honks
city
and you
smoke,
start making fun of them with the
out
other
from the
people?
shadows of the factory,
No, I can't say that I
into
have.
the sun
It's
and clean
amazing.
air.
Mm.
I
Raise
can
a few
remember
kids,
sitting
some
in
flowers
traffic.
and vegetables.
It was like
big
kind of a
green
quiet
coming
day. It was
too.
hot. People had their windows down
But it
years
backfires
ago.
into a
Guy
Mm.
honks behind me, and I'm like,
Exhaust.
"Oh,
Yeah.
hey, everybody!" You just yell it out. "Oh,
Every
hey,
night it takes
everybody!"
longer to get home.
Gary here needs to
Wasting
get
more
by.
time and gas.
And I
No
heard
wonder
from in front of
everybody's
me just a
acting
few
so
laughs, and I was like,
What's a citizen
That's
gonna
good.
do?
That may be a New York thing. I don't know.
What can a
I don't know.
citizen do?
Oh, I've gone blind.
Oh.
Oh, no, okay.
To help find out, a Better Highways contest was recently
Oh.
conducted.
Oh, you should have entered this contest, Jesse.
Arouse nationwide
I
thinking
should've.
on how to plan and pay for the safe and adequate highways we need.
The how to pay for it part is the tricky
Highway
part.
experts wrote essays, along with
Dear
tens
sir
of
or
thousands
madam.
of others who already recognize the highway dilemma
I said, I know how to
as one
fix
of our
it.
nation's most
You
critical
just say,
problems.
build more roads.
There you
And
go.
You're like, how do you pay for it? You're like, oh, I got it. I got you.
Oh.
Build more free roads.
There you go. Yes.
Boom.
I am privileged to
Done.
present the winner of the
Ooh,
Grand
that looks
National Award,
real World
Robert
War
Moses of New York.
This is like the UN, like the early
Yeah.
UN meetings. Yeah, we cleared out all the dark people, so there wasn't any
Robert
trouble.
Moses, New York City construction
They
coordinator,
didn't have to clear
is
them
a
out.
world-famous
They weren't allowed
highway
in.
planner,
Right,
a
right.
man who knows his business.
Oh, the 50s.
Oh, boy.
Oh, believe me, they were there serving stuff. They just weren't on
No
camera.
stroke of genius, no brilliant
Oh, I like the
device,
kind of avant-garde GM
no
logo
magic
there.
will suddenly produce roads commensurate with cars.
I just want to say this is the worst roast
We
I've
have
ever seen.
fallen far behind.
Just they should roast this guy. That'd be
The
amazing.
remedies
He's got the CB. Is that
are neither
CBS?
easy
All right.
nor
And
cheap.
Clarence here. Well, Clarence here smokes
immediately
so much, he's going to
realizable.
get cancer.
The path you have set is not beyond
The wife only knows
capacity
about the first two secretaries.
of the aroused American people. And you may be sure that they will not stop short
Look at Larry
of the
here.
goal.
Everyone's falling asleep.
Take another trip to the
Moses went on
buffet,
to
Larry.
propose a 10-year construction
They should
program.
have everybody fall asleep like in Naked Gun, and then they hand the speaker like the erotica,
There was no
and he starts
one
reading the
yeah.
erotica. You remember that?
for the entire
I
nation,
think, not
but
do I remember
rather
that
a
episode? I was
combination
watching
of
that
many
right now.
solutions.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And there is a solution for
The guy in the
each
wheelchair, and he
community
starts reading the
with its
erotica, and
own
everybody wakes up.
capacity to accomplish.
Oh, yeah.
That was an awesome. That whole movie was amazing.
Those movies.
I wish I could watch those on here. That'd be great. They're all obviously copyright protected.
Yeah, you don't own the rights to those.
No, strangely, yeah.
Yeah.
Little shy on the coin for that. Just think, if you lived there, you'd be home by now.
I mean, is this, like, I feel like they're showing us all these, like, modern problems
A
that
good
we have
parking
now,
space is
and are like,
any
here's the
space.
solutions.
Close enough.
Like, wait a minute.
A good road is any road able to carry its daily traffic flow
Dear
safely
1954,
and adequately.
from the
And it
future,
doesn't have to
don't.
cost $1 million a mile to be a good investment.
Don't do those things.
Every stretch of farm and factory
They
to
still
market
do
road
the exactly. I mean, as far as I know, exactly the same. Like this looks like they filmed this yesterday. Except for, I mean, the equipment's old, but other than that,
to put part of the profit.
like they still use the
I mean,
same
it doesn't
blacktop.
look that much older than some of the stuff
Our
that
road builders
is on the road.
Oh no,
now
their
have
stuff
the
built in the
know-how
50s we're still
for
using for sure.
miracles of
Absolutely.
concrete through the air, if
But,
supported by the
Yeah,
proper
no, I think that's
financing.
pretty much the
The
same.
difference is
method.
that bridge is about ready to fall
They can
down.
lift traffic up
Yeah.
over city congestion with elevated
Which is crazy
highways
because
raised
for the
by
last
an
few years there's
aroused
been
public.
The Gowanus
a
Expressway
thing called
speeds
solar
over a
roadways that
densely
you can
populated area of
contribute
Brooklyn
to try to fix
without
that.
disturbing life
Hey,
below.
there's my community
To
service
deliver
movie.
through traffic to the underwater tunnel to
Well, I
Manhattan.
finished my beer and now it's on to the whiskey.
Connecting from
hey,
the north,
good.
the four-story
Progress.
bridge will soon be open.
Going back
with
and
promenades
forth.
for
No, not
pedestrians
going
on
back and
top,
forth. No, I went for
local
the
traffic
beer
on the
first,
bottom,
finished the beer.
and two one-way
Yeah.
expressways in between.
This peanut butter whiskey is pretty stout. It's pretty pungent.
My cherry infused tequila has been nice, but then I like the heat of the Tennessee fire too. So,
Aha.
We
Yeah.
can have our superhighways in the
So,
sky.
We can have rainbows on the grass. Look at that.
Futuristic forms
I know, look at that.
like this
Why
Hollywood
are there so
freeway
many songs about
interchange,
rainbows?
which sorts flowing traffic 8 ways at
There aren't
once
that many. Have you ever noticed that? Like,
Yeah, well, there's rainbow in the dark.
to give our
Rainbow,
engineers
right.
the ghost
Uh,
to
over the
design
rainbow.
dreams
I feel like
instead
there's
of
as many songs about
detours.
Dio, Ronnie James Dio, as there are about
yes,
rainbows.
yes,
This
yes.
spectacular 2-decked viaduct.
Certainly
snaking
as many
along the
songs about
Pacific
booty
South
as there are songs about
through
rainbows.
Seattle's busiest
I mean, I
section
probably way more.
has
Yeah,
cut a
probably way more.
20-minute
Yeah.
traffic battle to 3
And
minutes
of course,
travel
back
time.
in the 60s and 70s,
And
rainbow was
more
a
miles
euphemism
are
for
on the
booty.
way.
So,
Aha!
People of the state
Uh-huh.
of Washington
That's what
are
Kermit the
using
Frog
all
was singing
of the
about?
increased gasoline tax
Listen,
and auto
what a
license
pervert.
fund for
have
the
you seen his
faster
girl? I
development of a
mean,
Better Roads
come on.
program.
My homeboy like it thick.
Many people
That whiskey is
favor
super
toll
peanut
roads
buttery. I've had
like
this
the
before.
New
Actually, this is
Jersey
what I was
Turnpike,
drinking last night during the game.
financed by a
So
bond
Yeah.
issue. Another way to raise funds.
So peanut is
It's already paying
I'm
itself
fascinated
off
by
way
it.
ahead of schedule.
I feel like I have to visit you
Proving
sometime.
that
You
and
should
just
come
drink.
visit.
who drive will
I'll
pay
come visit you.
by the mile
Yeah.
and pay every
yeah, I go to
mile.
this store. This is the only place I've ever seen it. Was this store by my house, and it's this. It's called
Many
Squirrel is the
states
brand name,
already
and
have
it's
toll
it's
roads.
peanut butter infused
And
whiskey.
more are now under construction
I love that you can
or
get
in
so
the
many like
planning
really
stage.
interesting local brews now. I have a
Any
I have a,
roadway must keep pace with the
maple
changing character
syrup
of its
based
community.
liquor,
Green
not
Bay
liqueur, but liquor.
and act
That is
Liquor, I hardly know her.
unbelievably good.
Road of
Ah.
yesterday
Um,
I gotta do something.
But it's also it's the kind of thing where it's like it'll be brewed this year, and then the next time it'll be brewed is like 8 years from now.
Oh shit!
and even relocating
Yeah,
a
and then,
railroad
like-
yard to get
and
out
so,
of
like,
its traffic
From
jam.
the 2 bottles that I got, that's it
County,
from that.
city, and
that
state tax money
set for
is
another, like,
matching
8
federal
years.
funds
Yes.
to pave the way.
And in case you're wondering,
And-
folks,
When
this
this
short is so
road
exciting. We're
becomes
talking about other stuff.
completely
We're
open
like,
to
yeah, we're
traffic.
totally off.
The
Yeah,
greater
we're
picture
Yeah, I
totally
did.
off
I did
route.
buy my
Being
first
an hour
15-year-old
away,
whiskey
only a
a
15-minute
couple weeks
ride
ago.
from the center of the city.
Ooh.
It's not been
What
opened
was it?
yet. It's Talisker. It's actually made where the Clan MacLeod is from in Scotland.
Is it really?
Yeah, so it's very hard to find. But I found a bottle of it and I picked that up.
For thousands of cars.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I'm
there's
actually saving it. I'm saving it for a special occasion, obviously. So
Camouflage the busy activity below.
I should probably find
Or
something
if
like
not
that.
underground,
I mean, I'm a
then
steward,
stacked
so
layer
Oh, yeah,
upon layer
so
in
like,
modern
and there is
fireproof
Stewart
structures,
whiskey, but it's
engineered
terrible.
for easy
Like, it's
access
really bad.
and
So
So, like,
I just assume
downtown
Johnny
it's
Walker or
not
something.
really. I mean, it's not as good as Johnny Walker.
Oh,
It's
boy,
terrible.
okay.
It's really bad.
The Bay Shore
And I was
Freeway is
disappointed
getting in
because
shape
it also,
for
you know,
tomorrow's
it comes in a
traffic.
half-gallon
As part of
bottle. So,
California's new
plastic
10-year, $750
no, it wasn't
million
plastic.
Oh,
It was
okay.
glass,
Quite that.
but it was
financed by
massive.
state tax on
I'm like,
gasoline
oh, I
and
gotta try
another
this whole thing.
fucking freeway for your safety.
Chicago is moving a
So,
city
by the way,
to
everybody, I
an
just again want to
8-mile-long
reiterate.
expressway
Let me sum up the
from
film
city
for you.
limits to Michigan
Bad roads,
Avenue,
bad.
wide
Good
as
roads,
a city
good.
block,
Yeah,
into the
and
heart
GM
of
is
the
for some
loop.
reason sponsoring
An
this.
8-lane miracle. which
We're not
will
sure why,
send
because
traffic through the middle of the main
The more
post office
roads
building
there are, the
like
more
a
people
special
buy cars.
delivery line.
Somebody's really thinking this through for the 1950s. Even though the 1950s
Chicagoans
was
raised their
Woody
share of the
Woodpecker
$92 million
and
cost
Buzz
by a bond
Buzzer.
issue.
Like,
Interest and retirement
they're not,
to be paid
like,
for
I'm
by
really
future
glad there wasn't a
revenue from
Cocker
motor
Spaniel
fuel
on that
taxes,
show.
backed up by property taxes.
Well, you don't like Cocky the Cocker Spaniel?
Borrowing money to finance expansion is traditional with
Hey,
Americans.
Cocky!
The time and money saved.
I can almost do
more
Woody
than repays
Woodpecker.
Your investment. You wait.
Give me enough peanut butter whiskey, maybe I'll
You may not go at all.
give it a whirl. I still got 5 more minutes of this son of a bitch, by the way.
Detroit is
Holy
borrowing
crap.
funds to build more miles of
That's why I'm only doing one short this week, because this is
build
long.
No,
today
that's probably good.
instead of
Whoa,
years
look at
from
it.
now.
I like the, like.
Yeah, you probably want to
Do you have
stop
a piece-
right about there. Yep, you're good.
Yeah.
No, up. Ah, it'd be funny if the camera went over the side.
I remember this scene from Speed. You gotta hit it right 55 miles per hour.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. I think that looks like they're demolishing. Okay.
I think they are. I think they're like, hey everybody, demolish buildings and build roads.
That's a good idea.
This is
Limited access highways without
this is
stoplights.
terrifying.
Cross traffic.
This is hard paper now.
Left turn menace.
Yeah, because
And
so I'm thinking about okay, so the cars on the road back then were only GM, Ford, Chevy was its own thing, right? And then probably Pontiac, I think, was its own thing. I don't remember.
Chrysler, I don't know. I think there was a bunch.
Some of them were in GM though,
But the way of the green
Oh
light.
yeah.
but I don't know
I
when
thought
that all
GM had
merged.
some of them later though. I don't know.
Yeah, well, definitely they had
green
later.
light must
Yeah,
shine along
I'll have to
improved
research that and put that on
neighborhood
the captions.
Yeah.
On the Sunday way to church.
Captions are my favorite part of making these
and the
videos.
pleasure drive to
Everybody would
Water's
be-
Edge
Not really.
Sun.
I shouldn't say it. They're kind of
But
fun.
go ahead,
It just
must
takes
be
a long
fought
time.
for on the side streets.
So actually, like a research shit, I'll be like,
We must
actually,
fight
Jesse
for
was
that
dead
every
wrong. It was blah blah blah. You know.
Oh, that's great.
Widening out
Wrong.
congested intersections.
Most of the time. So
Yeah.
Rounding square.
Yeah, I like
for the
giving my
wheels of
guest host a jab
automotive
now and then. So
That's fine.
I called out David last week for something. I can't remember what it was. But...
And traffic jam.
Listen, I'm a nerd. I'll never
Left
blame
turn
anybody for
lanes
calling out
and
anybody.
modern interchanges.
Anything.
And there's nobody on that
Service
freeway.
roads.
Jeez.
And
Do,
better
do, do,
loading
do.
facilities.
Everyone drove teal cars.
Free ourselves from
Yeah,
the
there's a lot of
ultra
teal.
Yeah.
and from no place
I
to
guess they were
park.
like, oh, we just got out of black and white.
Roads
What do
are
you want?
dying
Like,
of old age.
Yeah.
we're still figuring out this color
And come
thing.
every
No,
spring,
I mean, there
the
were...
bottoms drop out.
No, there were color movies in
Yeah.
the 40s.
You have to be careful.
Oh, were they? Oh.
Oh,
driving
sure,
kids
yeah.
over
The
the
30s
edge.
even. Remember, because Gone with the
What's a
Wind
citizen gonna
was in
do?
color, and that was 39?
No, it's well, no, or was
Our
that color? I
American
always thought that
dream
was
of
color.
No, I think
freedom
that was in
on
color.
Wheels can
Um,
come
The
true.
Wizard of Oz was... Well, I think it was re-released in color.
Know the way.
Or am I thinking sound? I might be thinking sound, not color. Never mind. I'm wasted on peanut butter whiskey. What can I say?
Well, you'll have to
Freedom
put it
of
in your
the
notes.
road
which
Yeah, I'll
is
out
right.
myself in the
First
captions.
man. And as new as this
No, I was kind of
Once
making
we
the joke
fought
of
for
like
it,
people perceive the world as not having
and river.
color.
Oh, I
At a
see what you're
certain
saying.
time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so they're like,
Indians, I heard that. There we go. A little
Oh,
racism in there.
our right of way.
Of course, they didn't consider that racist back then.
Now there is another
No,
payment to be made on
no,
our
and I
freedom
mean,
of
there's
movement.
people that don't consider it
It's
racist
the
now.
Well, no, of
for
course.
growing greater than our
You know,
biggest dream.
I mean, I hate
Today,
the fact that
2
it's just the
miles
wrong
of
term.
highway are wearing
It's
out
like-
It's just,
for
it's silly. I
everyone
mean,
in
not
the
only
world.
is it racist,
And
it's silly.
tomorrow, we'll
Yeah,
have a
it's
million
just
more
kind of-
drivers.
Indigenous
Not
is my
counting
favorite
those in
term
the back
because it's
seat.
like, yeah, they're from there. Like,
Right.
The way ahead,
fine.
is it to be a dead end
Well, that's a high
or
overpass.
the green light?
Look, somebody drop off of there.
It looks terrifying.
Going into the tunnel is a euphemism for, you guessed it.
Don't honk your horn. Raise your voice.
Hi!
Ask for better highways and more
Yeah,
parking space.
motherfucker.
It's your country. To get the green light,
This is really weird.
write your state capital.
Ooh,
Write
anybody
your
there, or...
DC. Write your
I live in my
hometown
state capital.
officials.
Could I just write my neighbor?
Postcard your newspaper editor. Call your
Postcard?
radio and TV commentators. Support
Sure.
your highway officials.
Mm-hmm.
And when you vote,
Vote for the white
your
guy.
right of way.
Oh.
Don't honk your horn.
Don't honk your horn, Jesse.
I'm gonna
Raise your
say this.
voice.
I wouldn't recommend anything
It's
about this
your
video
country.
except watching
Give
that
yourself
whole last bit
the
while high.
green
Because that was an amazing experience. That was unbelievable.
I'll bet. I'll bet. Just think if you'd been on acid.
Oh my god.
This whole thing would have been a completely different experience.
Everything's a different experience.
Yes. Jam handy.
Jam handy.
Indeed. Well, that
Wow.
was Give Yourself the Green Light. What'd you think?
The green light. I mean, listen. Here's what I'll say. I'm gonna throw this out there. There is a company in Rochester, New York, called Greenlight. If you live in the area, sign up for them. You'll get great internet.
And you can give yourself the green light, literally.
And you can give yourself the green light. Other than that,
It'll be just like the short, right?
yeah. Or if you want to get to know yourself better, give yourself the green light. If you want to imbibe in some herbal remedies, like I have this evening,
Yeah.
give yourself the green light.
Yeah. I like it.
But also give yourself a break and don't watch "Give Yourself a Green Light" by GM.
Yes. All
So
right.
for the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we
yeah.
survived, and that was something to be said for that. I want to thank Jesse Edmond for joining me for this episode
Oh,
of
hey.
Two Drunk Guys Watch. We are concluding the season next week, so I hope everybody will join us for this is the penultimate episode for the final
Penultimate.
episode then, which will be Shake Hands with Danger next week, which will be very exciting, and hope to see you all there. And until then, keep things interesting.